Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by
the Cherokee Nation, our people, our culture, our history, our future. To learn more, go to visitcherokeenation.com and say hello to the Cherokee Nation.
You'll find us at the end of a lot of long country roads, covering over 60% of the great state of Arkansas to provide reliable power to over 500,000 homes, farms, and businesses. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
John's Honda, your hometown dealer for sales and service of Honda motorcycles, ATVs, Honda generators, and Honda lawnmowers. Family owned and operated since 1967, John's Honda offers factory certified technicians and experienced sales staff.
Welcome inside to halftime at AETN Studios. I'm your host, Ed Leon. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast of the state football finals from War Memorial Stadium here on AETN. Coming up, you'll hear from Arkansas student athletes, and we'll catch you up on all the first half stats. But first, we begin with rivalries. Crosstown rivalries are commonplace, but what about when the rival is right across the street? In Fort Smith, they call it the Battle of Rogers Avenue, the ongoing rivalry since 1963 between Fort Smith Northside and Fort Smith Southside. Our own Chuck Dovish filed this report.
In the early 1960s, when Fort Smith High separated into two schools, Fort Smith Northside and Fort Smith Southside, it kicked off not only one of the greatest rivalries in Arkansas, but in the nation as well.
At the time, we were the only city in Arkansas that had two high schools that competed just against each other. And that was in 1963 when I moved to Fort Smith. It was just a great rivalry from the very beginning, a natural rivalry. We have Rogers Avenue that kind of runs down the middle of Fort Smith, and the newspaper people would refer to it as the Battle of Rogers Avenue.
It is very neat. I think back, say 10 or 15 years ago, the Sporting News went out and did a survey on what the biggest rivals were in each state, and came out, most people thought Arkansas and Texas, or different, UCA, Arkansas Tech, or Henderson State, Ouachita Baptist, but it came out it was Fort Smith Southside versus Fort Smith Northside, and it's a great rival. It's a great thing to be a part of. I've got to experience it for the last 15 or 16 years, and
the longest running in the state.
Yeah, I've been here for 16 years, and it's the longest reign anybody else in the state of Arkansas. And Southside's a great place, but this game it's so much fun for our community. It's so much fun for each student bodies, and it doesn't matter what your record is. We played in this deal where one team didn't have a great record, and the other team was having a good year, or both teams weren't having a good year, or both teams were having a great year. It doesn't matter. You can throw it all out the window, and it's just a lot of fun.
This rivalry is so intense that it made the NFL's Great American Rivalry Series, first in 2010 when Southside won, and then again in 2016 when Northside was the champ.
So, Coach Mike, I understand you actually played in several of these rivalry games here.
Yes, I did. I was a 1980 graduate of Northside High School, and was fortunate enough to get to play in three of them, and won two. And I think the very first one my sophomore year was the first time Northside had ever lost to Southside.
Tell us about this great American rivalry here, and I mean, it's really something to have two schools like this since 1963.
Yeah, it's changed over the years. When I was in school and before me and even after, it was one of those things where you were split literally down the Rogers Avenue, and guys went to school on that side of town and you went to school on this side of town. You didn't have a lot to do with each other, and this game was huge.
Really, they didn't associate with each other?
No, I went to grade school at Ballman, and half those kids went to the south side of town when they went to junior high, and the other half went to the north side to Darby. And I had some really good friends who I was not really good friends with anymore after we went to junior high school. So it was a very, very intense, still is, game that two sides of town competing for the trophy.
The Northside Grizzlies have won the annual Battle of Rogers Avenue the past 3 years, so this year the Southside Mavericks were definitely out for revenge. In the end, though, it wasn't meant to be again for the Southside Mavericks, losing to Northside 35-12.
Thing about a rivalry like that is there is always next year. All right, I want to take this opportunity to tell you about a new membership program to help support sports on AETN. It's called the AETN Sports Booster Club, and your contribution helps support the broadcast of our state finals, not only in football, but also basketball, baseball, and softball, as well as all the compelling Arkansas sports stories that will air during the games like the one you just saw. So we have 2 levels of support. The first one's called the Rookie Membership. It includes a thank you gift, and we have all kinds of cool thank you gifts here that you can choose from. There's mugs, there's all kinds of other things. This is a blanket. It's pretty awesome. And a year of the AETN magazine that keeps you looped in on everything happening on Arkansas Public Television. And then we have the All-Star Membership, which for $60 includes all the benefits of the Rookie Membership, including the free gift, plus a year of Passport, which is a membership benefit that allows you to stream all your favorite AETN and PBS programs on demand on any device anytime you want. So here's how you join. You go to aetn.org/sports and you can sign up there, or you can call 1-800-662-2386. Once again, that's aetn.org/sports. Or call 1-800-662-2386. Let them know which thank you gift you want. And in that All-Star package, get the Passport. You can stream Nova, Masterpiece, even our sports programs on demand anytime you want. Be a booster member, please. All right, it takes dedication, sacrifice, and perseverance to reach the state finals, but not to be overlooked is the important role of sportsmanship and what that plays in reaching this milestone. Take a look at some Arkansas student athletes as they reflect on the importance of showing respect, kindness, and grace to everyone involved in any sporting event.
Sportsmanship is integrity.
Sportsmanship is respect and kindness.
Self-control.
Accountability. Character.
Persevering through challenges.
Playing for the love of the game.
Sportsmanship to me is all about respect, staying true to who you are, and being kind.
Having respect for everyone on and off the field.
Sportsmanship means to me that you have respect for yourself and other players, and you can keep your emotions together and just have fun with the game.
Sportsmanship means respecting all players, coaches, and officials on the field and having a positive attitude.
Sportsmanship is just being honest and being fair to not only your teammates but opponents. Games may get heated, intense, and personal.
This would likely lead to chaos and maybe even violence without sportsmanship.
Negative sportsmanship just brings the game down. It makes it not fun anymore.
As a player, it takes fun out of the game. It doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you, it affects your team.
As a player or an athlete, it has a very negative effect.
I feel like my game isn't the best that it can be because someone else is putting a damper on it.
And it just brings us all down in a sport that should otherwise be fun and enjoyable.
Parents are very important role models.
Your behavior at games shows who you are
and what you value most.
Let your child see you upholding these principles of sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship avoids all criticism and unkind actions.
Sportsmanship emphasizes the importance of respect, integrity,
decency, and self-control.
I think we can all agree that these values are needed now more than ever before.
Demonstrating sportsmanship shows that you care about all kids, not just your kid.
Education-based activities are about more than winning and losing. They are about learning.
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
How does your sportsmanship affect the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
So great to see those student athletes represent the best in us all. Hey, I want to remind you that you can relive the action on these games. All our championship games are archived on aetn.org/sports on the Monday after the weekend. So you can check it out and relive all the action. That's going to do it for us here on the Halftime Show on AETN, your home for the Arkansas State Football Finals. I'm Ed Leon. Let's send it back out to War Memorial Stadium for the second half of the game.